Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ryan Amix, and I have recently been hired to be the new general manager for the Charlotte Hornets of the NBA. The Hornets are in bad shape for many reasons, including subpar on-court performance, averaging in the bottom of 10 of attendance every single season for the past 10 seasons, and ranking among the worst teams in the league in facilities on a consistent basis. The Hornets have an established brand that is well perceived by fans, and the organization needs to revive its fan base by injecting significant investment from team leadership. The new ownership group has recently invested $275 million into stadium upgrades and an additional $100+ million to build a new practice facility, but I believe there are other steps that can be taken to turn the Hornets around. As stated previously, I believe the deep-rooted history of basketball in North Carolina has allowed the Hornets to retain a somewhat dedicated culture and fan base, but the consistent lack of success has left the fan base in disarray, waiting for a taste of glory. In order to turn the Hornets around, wholesale changes must be made across the board. The Hornets are no stranger to wholesale changes. They are largely the reason why the organization is in the state it is today. Although it may seem counterintuitive to do the same thing that has caused the team's current failures, I believe that past changes were made with the intention to find low-risk, high-reward replacements to maintain the subpar status quo of the organization. I am looking to make immediate changes to hire proven staff that have demonstrated success throughout the NBA level. For starters, I would fire head coach Charles Lee, director of player development Zach Peterson, and VP of player health Trent Sallow. At the end of the day, success in the NBA comes down to winning games, and this team is simply just not getting it done consistently. In terms of player development and health and performance, the Hornets' top players are constantly hurt, with their two best players, LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, only playing 39 of possible 162 games together. For their replacements, I have decided to hire Coach Taylor Jenkins from the Memphis Grizzlies, Connor Johnson to be the new Director of Player Development from the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Eric Foron, VP of Player Health and Performance from the Miami Heat. I believe that these hires have all come from successful systems in the NBA and have demonstrated success at a high level throughout the span of many years, and I am looking to inject these successful systems into our own franchise to create a successful culture of our own. In terms of facilities, the Hornets are the only team in the NBA that does not have their own standalone practice facility / performance center. Although the new ownership group has invested over $100 million into build a new one, there are a few additional things that I would like to add on to this performance center. I would like to add on two things. Number one, I would like to add on an additional 5,000 square feet of office space for a mental health and financial wellness counseling center that can be used by players and staff for the Hornets, and I would also like to add a biomechanics lab to help track data and analytics that will help the Hornets improve in both in terms of health and wellness and player performance. In terms of equipment, this is one of the rare areas where the Hornets are actually okay. The Hornets have a sponsorship with Jordan Brand for all of their equipment, and in terms of all their strength and conditioning equipment, it is all going to be replaced when the new practice facility is built. It has already been budgeted for and does not require any additional resources. In order to maintain the new facilities, I have established a system that ensures that the Hornets facilities remain clean, safe, and optimal for both fans and staff. For personnel, I will have a director of facilities and operations, arena facility supervisor, performance center supervisor, and third-party contractors to handle a majority of the work. The only new position being created here is the performance center supervisor, as the Hornets currently do not have one. In order to reignite our fan base, the Hornets must adapt a new marketing approach to help revive a fan base that is desperate for any sense of winning. The name of this marketing campaign is called Buzz Back Better, and the goals are to reconnect with the fan base, increase attendance by 20%, and grow merchandise sales by 15% year over year. As I said earlier, the Hornets are technically profitable due to the NBA's revenue sharing system that distributes revenue from larger market teams to smaller market teams. However, there are some key areas which the Hornets consistently struggle to maximize revenue. These areas are ticket sales, brand visibility, and concession sales. The Hornets rank among the worst in the NBA in terms of concession sales. The main contributing factor for this is the low attendance, but they also do not offer a wide variety of concessions at an affordable price, which is something that I'm looking to change. In terms of ticket sales and brand visibility, I'm looking to include more promotions with team ownership, including Michael Jordan and J. Cole, and also promote current players more like LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller to help increase brand visibility and also increase ticket sales. Under my leadership, the Hornets will implement a structured and transparent media release strategy with the goal of enhancing public perception, improving media relationships, and creating a more engaged fan base. The Hornets will publish a monthly press release and a seasonal communication calendar. The monthly release will cover topics such as roster updates, facility renovations, and community events. Additionally, the Hornets will develop a dedicated online media portal offering press conference links, brand materials, player bios, and facility fact sheets, all for the press to strengthen our relationship with the media. In times of crisis or controversy, whether it involves a player, coach, or team executives, the Hornets will enact a crisis communication protocol, ensuring a unified and timely response. This communication strategy should allow the organization to create a positive relationship with the media, which will turn more eyeballs towards the team in the long run. It will also give the fans constant access to all things Hornets. I am confident that establishing these measures will help turn this franchise around and lead it to long-lasting success. Just to answer a few questions from the media, first and foremost, I do believe that the organization fairly fired my predecessor. I think that the organization lacked a clear sense of direction and things just simply weren't getting done around here. We cannot continue to rank among the worst teams in the league in terms of ticket sales, facilities, and on-court performance year after year and not make significant changes. Our strongest competition in our league, I would say currently, is the Boston Celtics. They currently have the most championships in NBA history and are currently one of the more dominant teams in the league and are currently the favorites to win the finals again this year. My first step towards planned success will be initiating all of the new hires that I have made and getting them in the locker room and in the building as fast as possible to help turn the culture of this team around. Upon the completion of our new facilities and implementing our new marketing and financial and communication plans, I believe that the Hornets have immense potential to turn around and become one of the premier franchises in the NBA for years to come. Thank you, everybody.